Do you love cruising? Stay tuned and we're going to tell you why we love cruising so much.
Exactly. Stay tuned.
Well, this year
oh, yeah.
it started good.
It started fantastic. We
Yes.
had one cruise in January. We were like super pumped. We had like 4 more booked.
And we keep talking about it.
I know.
And you know what else we keep talking about?
How much we miss
The
cruising.
4 cruises we...
Yeah.
And how much we miss cruising.
4 cruises got cancelled. We had a Mediterranean in March. We had another beautiful cruise in the Norwegian fjord in June. Mediterranean again in August. And Dubai for New Year.
You were really looking forward to seeing the Vikings.
I was. Poof. Gone.
But you know, we are clinging on to hope.
I know.
Because, as you all know, we have one coming
Booked.
up. And we keep saying it's like just a few weeks away.
2 weeks away.
But the Italian government, they closed cruising just between Christmas and New Year's. I think it was in solidarity because they want to keep everybody at home over Christmas. So we're going to have our New Year's on January 8th.
So stay tuned.
Cross your fingers for us.
We might be boarding on January 8th. We'll do our best to board on January.
I'll tell you, if we're going to be on the cruise on January 8th, we're probably going to make 3 videos a day times the 7 days. We're going to.
You guys are gonna be so bored of us. You're gonna be like,
It's going to be like.
oh, those 2 again.
So
Anyways.
guys, these are our 10 favorite things we love about cruising.
Yeah, people ask us, why do you cruise so much? Well, because we love it, and here's why.
So let's start with number 10.
Why we love cruising so much. So number 10, I think it's convenience. Because you get on board, you unpack, and that's it. You don't have to pack and unpack again for the entire time of the cruise. You're done.
Or do laundry.
Or anything else.
Or change hotel rooms.
Or take a bus to go to another hotel or to another destination. Nothing. You just get on board, unpack, done.
Done. Exactly. And if you're on princess cruises, you can even have them do your laundry for you.
Well, only if you're elite.
Oh yeah, well, you can pay on other
Well,
cruise
yeah,
lines.
you can pay for laundry anywhere.
Yeah,
but
you can do it twice
And
a week.
actually, on Princess, there's laundromat as well, which is a very good thing.
That is a good thing.
Yeah, for lots of people that they can do laundry on their ship.
That's right. Every deck has
has a laundromat.
has a laundry mat, and it's not
It's
expensive.
not very expensive.
No.
So that's a great perk.
Number 9.
Number 9.
You get to visit so many destinations in one trip.
Exactly. Without having to change mean of transportation, taking trains, buses, planes, boats, nothing. You get on board and every morning you wake up in a new place.
Exactly.
It's fantastic.
Sail at night, wake up in the morning,
Yeah.
boom.
Well, that was the only way we could do 21 different places in the Med last year.
Yeah, that's...
It's like
You
21.
mean the year before?
Oh yeah, the year before. No, last year.
It feels like
19.
Yeah, 2019.
Yeah.
That's like over a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feels like yesterday.
Yeah, that was the only way we could visit like, I don't know, 5 countries and 19 different, no, 21 different places.
Yeah, and KOTOR twice.
Twice.
I would go there 17 times right now. We were making fun of it that we were going there twice.
And now it's like, oh, I would pay to be there. Yep.
Number 8.
Number 8.
Currency and language.
Yes. On board, there's only one currency and one language.
Generally.
General.
Of course, if you're in Europe, you've got Costa and MSC out here, and they tend to translate in every European language.
They do the announcements in 7 or 8 different languages,
Yeah.
but hey, it's good.
Yeah, it takes like 15 minutes to invite everybody to
the party. But
But
at least everybody can understand and
That's right.
they know what is going on. But,
and you get to learn a little bit of a new language.
that's true.
Yeah, that's kind of...
but otherwise, if you're in a North American cruise line, the language is English.
Yep.
Even if you are on the other side of the world, even in Asia.
Exactly.
And there's one currency on board, so you don't have to worry about like bringing a bunch of different currencies.
Yeah, your shipboard account is all in US dollars,
Yep.
and away you go. Number 7. This is my favorite one. Cruising is now going to be the safest way to travel.
Indeed. So in Europe, for example, right now, they are cruising for at least 3 months.
Yeah, people must be wondering, how is it that we are going to go on a cruise? But the fact is, cruising started back in
September.
No, August for Costa, but
for
MSC was a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
MSC started
In August and Costa in September. Yeah.
and
They have very strict protocol.
and every 7 days they just go around and around and around, and everybody is having a great time. I promise you, this is reality. This is what's happening right now.
Yeah, they do a quick test when you board, one of those little swab tests in 15 minutes. And you cannot peruse around the port by yourself. You have to stay with their own tour or stay on board. And that's it. And
You know, they get social distancing. Yes, they've got mask wearing. Probably in the next 6 months, they're going to require a vaccine to get on board.
But everybody's tested before getting on board, so it's really safe.
Yeah, but once the vaccine is done and everyone's gone,
Absolutely.
you throw away the mask. Hopefully by the summertime.
Hopefully.
By the summertime. But you know what? Mask or no mask, test or no test, I am happy to go. Absolutely.
And even normal time is extremely safe. I mean, on board, you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about having stuff stolen. You don't have to. No, cruises are really, really safe.
Incredibly safe, definitely. Your favorite thing about the food?
My favorite thing, I don't know, is my favorite thing. It's our favorite thing.
Can you guess?
Yeah, it's food. Food on board is usually really good. I mean, we never have bad experience on board.
No, definitely not. It is so much fun, and
the variety.
You could just go from place to place to place. But it's different between different cruise lines.
Yeah, of course.
Princess, you know, there's always something new, but there's always something that is familiar. For instance, prime rib on
Embarkation day.
every time. Or if you're on a three-week cruise that does 7 days,
3 times prime rib.
it's prime rib Monday. But there's always things that you can eat that is different.
I know. And sometimes if there's something that you want to have done for you, just ask the day before the maitre d', and most of the time they can accommodate you and they make you something special. We had Indian food made for us.
Oh my God.
Delicious.
That was incredible. Indian food in Antarctica.
I know, in Antarctica, and it was absolutely amazing. So just ask. And there's always like a specialty restaurant you can try. There's a buffet you can try. There's so many things that you can actually do. And you will never get hungry on a cruise ship.
No, and for the most part, most of the food is free.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go do a date night into one of the specialty restaurants or something like that. It's free.
It's free. It's included in your fare. It's fantastic.
Enjoy.
Exactly. One thing can always make me kind of wonder. It's like why people are bringing leftover to the cabin. I mean, you can go to the buffet 24/7. Why?
I don't know.
I see people going like, why do you do that?
I don't know. Guys, if you've ever been on a cruise, have you ever taken food back to your room, to your cabin? If so, leave us a comment below and let us know why, what it is. And actually, wait, I brought food once back to the cabin.
Did you?
Yeah, do you remember? It was on the Island Princess. There was a pastry chef.
Oh yeah.
There was a pastry chef who got to know me. We were on board for so long. He got to know me, and he knew that I absolutely loved the pistachio dome, and he made me a couple of extra, and he kept them in the fridge. So when I walked by, he gave them to me, and then I was like, well, I can't eat these all now. So
okay, I guess you brought it to the room because that was a special thing. Yeah. But normally you can get room service 24/7 for free. It's included. So why do you bring food in around? Let us know.
Like who wouldn't want to eat pizza in bed from room service, for instance, right? In a bathrobe.
Who wouldn't? Anyways, we digress.
Yes. So,
next one.
We are never on board. We are never bored.
Never. I never experienced boredom on a cruise ship. There's always something to do. Yeah, and even if you don't want to do anything, you can. You just sit and relax.
Yeah, why not? You go to the pool, or you find a covered area, or you just go people watching.
I know, there's always something to do.
And if you've done all of that, go have a drink.
Oh yes, or go to the spa.
Or go to the spa. I love the spa. Guys, for our princess friends who are watching us right now.
Everybody knows that you love the spa.
I make friends with all of them.
I know.
No, they're fantastic. They're fantastic.
Yeah, so on board you're never bored, and there's always something to do. The trivia but that's another point that we love about cruising, the social aspect.
Yes, we've met and maintained contact with friends that we've met on board. Wow.
I know.
It's incredible. And I'm not just saying that these are not superficial sort of, these are people that you have like a deep connect, you become deeply connected with.
Because we have something in common.
Yeah.
You both love traveling and cruising. Yeah. So it's something that like you have in common, and it's very easy to meet friends like that.
That's right.
Yeah, and we stay in touch for years.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And in some cases, we even cruise a second time.
Absolutely.
So,
and we would love to cruise a third time as soon as we can.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, next.
Next one. Cruising is the only way to see certain places of the world. For instance, Alaska.
Alaska, yes.
Alaska.
Glacier Bay. You can only go there by boat. So either you go by cruise ship or a small boat, but that's the only way to get there.
Yeah, definitely.
Same thing for Antarctica.
Yeah, I mean, Antarctica is one of the most difficult places on Earth to get to. Not only do you have to go, within like a certain short window, like a few months, but also planes are very difficult. It's very difficult to get there by plane. It's very difficult to get by ship. There's the seasickness. There all of that stuff. So it's really tough to get to. But the only way to do it really well is by
cruise.
By cruise.
Yeah. So there's some places in the world you can only see by the ocean. So.
And if you're on a big cruise ship, it just makes it so much easier.
Yep.
I wouldn't want to be on one of those little.
No.
No.
The Drake Passage, thanks, no. And for the bonus tip, here it is.
For a bonus tip, you
can, if you want, be completely disconnected. Exactly. You can be on board, turn this thing off, and that's it. You do not have to be connected again.
That's right.
Exactly.
Totally acceptable to be disconnected when you're on a cruise ship. Don't even watch the TVs, like
the bad news.
Don't watch the bad news. No.
If you want to be disconnected, that's the only place to be.
Exactly.
And number one.
We love the ocean.
We just love being the ocean.
Who doesn't love the ocean?
I know. You just sit there. It's so beautiful. It's relaxing.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to do.
Definitely.
Well, guys, this is our 10th reason why we love cruising.
Oh, tell us, are you planning a cruise in 2021?
Exactly. And if you do, just leave a comment below. We would love to know where you're going. And maybe you're going to be on the same ship.
That's right.
Well, guys, thank you for watching. And please subscribe so you never miss a video.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.